Becky Streepy from Glue and Glitter, and today we are going to make my Decadent vegan hot chocolate recipe. Y'all, this chocolate is rich and creamy. It's super easy to make. It has a mild coconut flavor, but I am going to give you a variation that you can use if you don't care for coconut taste in your hot chocolate. And I can't wait to show you how to make it. The secret to getting a nice, thick, creamy vegan hot chocolate is to use a good creamy vegan milk. I like to use soy or oat milk. You can also use almond. Just make sure it's a nice thick milk, not something like a rice milk, which can be on the thinner side. That's not going to give you the results that you want. The other thing that you need is light coconut milk. Light coconut milk has a little bit of a milder flavor compared to full fat, but it'll still bring that thickness and creaminess to the pan. If you absolutely do not want to taste coconut at all though, you can use your favorite vegan creamer. Instead, just use 1 3/4 cup creamer in place of the coconut milk and you'll be all good. To start making this hot chocolate, you'll start it just like you would any other hot chocolate, and that is by putting the cocoa powder in a cold pan. The reason that you're going to do this is because we're starting by making a paste with the cocoa powder and just a little bit of the coconut milk. So you'll want equal parts cocoa powder and coconut milk, and then just get in there with your whisk. If you don't have a whisk, a fork is fine, and just mix it until you have a nice thick paste. You're doing that because cocoa powder is kind of difficult to dissolve, and so by making this paste to start, you get the process going, and you'll have an easier time getting it to dissolve once you add everything else to the pan. Once that initial whisking is done, it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. So we'll start with the rest of the light coconut milk, and then regular vegan milk. I'm using soy here, but you could also use oat or almond. Any kind of vegan milk that's nice and thick. I wouldn't use like a rice milk because those tend to be on the thin side. So just use your favorite thick vegan milk. And then we're going to sweeten this with a little organic sugar. Add some cinnamon and some vanilla extract. And now it's time to turn the heat on to medium-low and start whisking. You don't need to bring it to a simmer. It's fine if it does start to simmer if you get distracted, but you just want to warm it up enough to heat it through. So while it's heating up, just get in there with your whisk or your fork and stir really well just to get all of the ingredients incorporated. It's going to take a little bit longer than you might think to whisk everything together, so just keep at it until you have few to no clumps of cocoa powder left in the pan. Once everything's incorporated and your cocoa is heated through, you're ready to serve. Top your cocoa with anything you like. I used vegan marshmallows and a little chocolate syrup. I also like to add a little cinnamon stick because I think it makes it look so pretty. Do whatever you want. You can also add a shot of booze if that's your thing. I have a mint rum recipe on my website that's really nice in this hot chocolate. You could also do unflavored rum, whiskey, whatever you like. If you are gonna add booze to this, I recommend adding it to your individual cups. That way, everyone can have what they want. They can have plain hot cocoa if they're a child or don't want to drink alcohol today, or they could pick the booze of their choice. I hope I answered all of your questions in this video. If you have any other questions about this recipe, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!